So what's going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another Zombies Q&A on the channel, the series where I take your questions from the comment section below to do with the zombie storyline, Easter eggs, and I answer them. As always, if there's anything that you guys want to know, leave them in the comments. If you do enjoy the video, by the end, a like rating is always appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already. But let's get into this. Here we go, and enjoy. Also, shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. We'll get more into that later on. So the first kind of a question from Riot Rodriguez. It's not, but it's something I really wanted to talk about. Gotta say, after Alpha Omega, I was hyped for the Great War, only to see that we didn't get it, but rather a remastered version of Call of the Dead, which wasn't good in my opinion. Gotta admit, I was very disappointed with that. And the thing I wanted to focus on, what I also thought, and a lot of other people, is where you say, for the end of Black Ops 4, we thought we were going to the Great War to kill and fight Dr. Monty. And why did we all think this? Well, that's what we were led to believe, from everything we were being told leading up to that final map. In the Alpha Omega ending cutscene, Samantha says this.
We're going to fight the war, Eddie. The Great War. Then, we're going back to the house to kill him and burn it all to the ground. Agartha, the Ether, the infinite, everything.
So Samantha herself even says at the end of Alpha Omega, we're going to fight the war, the Great War. Then we're going back to the house to kill him and burn it all to the ground. Agartha, the Ether, the infinite. So you expect hearing this, that's what's going to happen in the final map, which was Tag der Toten. Samantha told us we are going to go to the Great War and fight in that. She then also told us we're going back to the house to kill Dr. Monty and burn Agartha and the Ether to the ground. But none of that happened. Strangely, instead we got Tag der Toten or Call of the Dead, and we did something totally different. Nothing in that map involved us killing Dr. Monty. Well, in a way I guess it did, but not really. He got banished to the Dark Ether, but we had no actual physical contact with him. We didn't even see him. As Samantha said we would, we never went back to his house. We also never went to the Great War. I think we were kind of clickbaited here. And in comparison, even though Tag der Toten, the map itself and the Easter egg wasn't too bad, I think for an ending, for the finale of, you know, the Ether storyline, it would have been nothing compared to, you know, going back to the Great War. That's something we haven't seen as a map. It was teased to us in Revelations. We got to have a peek of what it looks like. In the Alpha Omega intro, we also saw the Great War then. It was the massive battle between the Keepers and the Apothecans. Imagine having that as a zombies map. Now that would have been cool. Or even the alternative of going back to Dr. Monty's house, which was a part of Revelations, and burning all of it to the ground. Even having a big, massive, giant boss battle with Dr. Monty. Why didn't we get any of that? It just makes perfect sense. The Great War with a big ending boss battle with Dr. Monty, that would have been so much better, but I don't know why we got Tag der Toten. Maybe it was time restraints, but surely if they can make the Tag der Toten map, because yes, even though it's the Call of the Dead layout, they still built it from the ground up again. To me, it just doesn't make sense why they choose to send us back to Call of the Dead instead of the Great War. I know every map as a part of BO4 in the Ether story was a remake. That was also a bit of a weird decision. But yeah, as you rightly say in your comment, I'm with you on that because I was also hyped for the Great War. That's what I expected to see. That's what most people did because that's what we were told we were going to be getting. But in the end, it wasn't to be. The next question says, why can the Megaton speak? And you can also apply this to other creatures as well. They're regular zombies. I don't know if we can count the announcer because we haven't seen him. We don't know who or what he is. If he's a person, a zombie. But there are many creatures in COD Zombies that aren't people that can talk. Creatures such as the Megatons can say full sentences.
You should not be here. One land, one army, one mission. You are not welcome. You will bleed. What is coming cannot be stopped. Our people, our time, your end, our beginning. First you suffer, then you die. We are not the last. We are not the end.
But then things such as the zombies, they can only say singular words, or a couple put together. It's the same for the manglers, they can also talk.
Your land will be our land. Exterminate all enemies.
But why is this? Why can they still speak? Well, the zombies are brain dead, so you wouldn't expect them to be able to talk, maybe just say the odd word here and there. But then again, so are the megatons or the manglers, and they can say full sentences. Of course, they were all at one point people. One zombie or megaton that we know very well that can speak, and that was Olov in D Machine. So I guess since this isn't given to us as an answer by Treyarch, it's really up to us what we think. Well, I would say zombies can only say singular words because of their limited brain function. They don't have complex thoughts. They make a lot of noises, they grunt and moan, but you could also say that same thing for megatons or manglers. They are still zombies, just bigger and look different, but they can say proper sentences. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that one in the comment section below. And the final question of today is from Anthony, and you say, hey BOA, what's your favourite wonder weapon? Now, depending on what time of day you ask me this or what day of the week, this can change. I don't really have a favourite in terms of a set one, but I would say if you're asking me what's the most fun, well, the Thundergun, the Sliquifier, the Apothicon Servant have all got to be up there. What do I think's the most powerful? Well, again, the Thundergun and the Apothicon Servant. The pre-patch Sliquifier was very good. It was still pretty good after the patch though. The OG version of the Wunderwaffe, if you played it on World at War, if you play it now on the Giant, it's not as good as the original, especially back then since we didn't have too many wonder weapons. But overall, I would say the Jet Gun. Okay, no, we all know that's the worst. Today I'm going to say the Thundergun, but you know, you can ask me tomorrow and I'd probably say something else. I will say though, in Black Ops Cold War, the wonder weapons that we have, the Ray Rifle is not too bad, although it is kind of like a regular assault rifle besides from the sound and power, so I don't actually find it that fun. And the Dime in D Machine was decent. I don't think you can count the ray gun as a wonder weapon, even though it is. We have it in pretty much every map. The ray gun Mark II was good, but yeah, my favourite wonder weapon, I'll say the Thundergun, but the Apothicon Servant is probably on par. Let me know your guys' favourite in the comment section below. I do want to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. There are loads of different class topics to choose from, just naming a few: photography, animation, web development, and especially film and video. For me, being on YouTube, that's very important. The Skillshare class that I'm most interested in though is called YouTube Success, Script Shoot and Edit with MKBHD, and is actually taught by Marcus Brownlee, who I'm sure most of you will know. You're going to learn all about creating YouTube videos, writing scripts, how to shoot the video, and of course, editing the footage is very important to me. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they are always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. At the end of the day, there's nothing better than getting better. Accomplishing growth for anyone is always going to be extremely satisfying, and with Skillshare's online classes, that makes it possible. So there we go. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Go ahead and check it out, and thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Anyway guys, there we go. That is it. That is all I have for you for today's video. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like rating if you want to. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Leave your comments and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.